Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. We're still in unpacking mode. Oh my gosh, we are still doing this. Oh wow, there is so much that needs to be done. I'm really proud. Look at that cube. I am really proud of that. That is where we left off. Yeah, there's so much more. Hubby got me. He did. If you saw yesterday's video, oh, look, I got a chair. I had a chair. Oh, look, see? I brought a chair in here so I can sit down. Let me turn this around. We're going to turn it around. All right, so this is what the room looks like at the moment. I brought in a chair. Here's the cubes. Two boxes are almost empty over there. One that's like, wow, there's so much in that. We got all of this. Look how beautiful that cube looks up there. Oh my gosh, all the way to the ceiling. And do we see this mountain of boxes right here that goes, oh, it's still going up. Oh, look at that. There's the ceiling right there, almost all the way to the ceiling. That is all fingering slash sport weight yarn there. So I'm not really sure where all of this is going to go. Still don't have access to the other room. Oh yeah, let's go take a look at the other room. One moment, let's go check that. Previously discussed, this is going to be the main yarn room. Now, since we showed this previously, I pulled out 6 of the really big boxes so the movers could shove in more. It is crazy. Let's move around here. See, we're still waiting on that trim down there. Baseboards, that's the word. We're still waiting on the baseboards. We're gonna get done this week. So once that happens, we are gonna be able to, I don't know, build some shelves and do some stuff. So this right here, that size, that's the 24 boxes. I've already done 6 of those that we were talking about. And then the rest of this was stuff that the movers brought. Yeah, lots and lots of stuff. There's my pretty little desk. It's like 100 and some odd years old. Facebook Marketplace, man, I tell you, it's fantastic. Ooh, you want to go through this? Do you want to go through this bin? This blue bin with dust on top? Aha. I'm going to go sit down in the other room and we're going to not look at this blue bin and play with it because I know what's in there. That's going to be fun. All right, so I grabbed the blue bin. Oh my goodness. Got that one from the other room. And we're going to go through some of this. I'm not sure where all of it's going to go. Yeah, I'm not sure at all. But this is sock yarn. Now, my friend Rose did a lot of socks back in the day, and she doesn't use fingering weight any longer. And she's gifted me with this, and wow, this is amazing. So I knew it was fingering weight yarn. Well, yeah, all the stuff that she's given is fingering slash sport. And she commented that there were Socks That Rocks. I don't know if they dye yarn anymore, but I do remember back in the day, that was a yarn that I coveted, and there was no way that we could afford that. It was not in the budget way back then. And she had a lot of sock kits that she was part of, and there's beads. I'm just going to say there's a lot of beads. And I think I'm going to have to really stretch my sock making game just a bit. Most of my socks that you've seen me make are plain socks, what we call vanilla socks. They're just stockinette. It's one of those that the yarn does the talking. Do I do some pattern socks? Yes, I do. Do I do a lot anymore? Not really. Now, that's not to say I didn't used to. There are some sock books where I was the pattern tester for the actual book before it went into publication. So I have done some complicated socks, some just way out there, outlandish, have fun with type socks. So that's not an issue. But over the years, I've gotten to where I do more of just the vanilla. But there are some patterns and some things in here, like this. Look at that. That to me is, are you kidding me? How is that possible? So this was part of, okay, well, let me lift this for just once so you can see. This bin, that bin is full. These are all full. I do apologize for the lighting. I have not found my ring light yet. We'll get there, right? It's all with the moving. I did find some of the pots though, or the pans. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Hubby wanted me to do the kitchen because he's hungry. You know, I get that. We've been doing a lot of takeout because we started this move. You know, the whole process from wanting to move to moving to actually being in the house was like 45 days. So this is just a blur. We have done a lot of takeout. He doesn't really like takeout. It's great for once in a while. I don't really like takeout. Again, it's great for once in a while. We're done. We're sick of it. We're tired of it. We want real food. So we found the cast iron pans, which is good. Okay, we found 2 of the 3, but that's fine. That's enough. We can cook with that. So we got that. So I can start, you know, actually making food again and cooking, and we'll be happy. And then I'm taking a break from the kitchen, and I'm like, I want to go play with some yarn. I want to play with yarn. I want to play with yarn. Am I going to get a chance to do any crafting and stitching with it right now? Probably not. But that's okay. I still get to touch it. I still get to dream about it. And this discovery is a discovery for you too, for me and you, because I didn't look at this stuff beforehand. Things were packed. They were in their boxes. They were in their totes. They were already packed. I had enough packing. I was not going to go diving into other stuff. So this is fantastic. I don't think we're going to get through this entire bin today. There's so much. Mine is a little bit easier to get through because I know what it is and I'll shove it in a drawer. But this, I'm going to ooh and ah over every skein. I'm not going to lie. How can you not? This is, talk about a kid in a candy store. It's like I got left with someone's credit card. That's what I feel like. So I don't know what comes. Ooh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Is that really a kit to make socks that look like that? They look just like the little flame up there. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. So it really is like that picture. Oh, that is just too much. I don't even know. This is the T-Sock Flock 2009 Club. It is 2025. Okay, so this has been stashed for a lot of years. I love it. This is the tricks and tips, techniques, and information. Oh my goodness. So you have a cheat sheet to help you with all of the different things from 2009, from how to your way you're casting on, the way you're holding your needles. Oh, this is fantastic. That is stunning. Okay. You want to see the yarn colors that are in this? I told you Rose and I have a lot of the similarities with taste and colors. I don't know if she got to choose or this was just a club and this is the colors, but could it not be more perfect? We have orange, we have grays with a little bit of peach right there. That could not be more perfect. That is amazing. And this is just one of many, 2009. And she's like, yeah, I haven't gotten around to it. Here, maybe you'll get around to it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I might have to put in one of these bins. I did buy 15 of these. I don't know how many I may or may not need. It's not like I can't get more from IKEA. And I think I still have 6, maybe 10. I don't remember of the blue ones. I do have them. I have one sitting right here. Where are the rest? I don't know. They got packed. But I did buy the yellow ones with all of this cube furniture and everything. I might have to line like the bottom, put in the bottom cube, right? Some of the yellow bins, and then easier to pull out, easier to look at, and maybe fill it up with kits because I don't want to separate that. And then how, you have it a bunch of them like that in there. It's might not be as easy to get at or really making a mess. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. If you haven't figured that out already, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having fun doing it. So there we go. So I'm going to put that in the bin. There's beads. Look at this. Who are these people? Look at that kit. It looks like you've got angels at the top. You've got a variegated yarn. You got some sparkly beads going down in a zigzag pattern. You've got, it looks like here, like a cable going here and here. That is insane. And there are beads. We've got green beads, yellow, green yarn, some colored. That is insane. I have never seen things like this. And it says 9 plus tailors plus make plus I don't even know what this is. The 9 tailors. You've got plot spoilers. Was this a mystery knit along on top of it? So the plot spoilers. Oh, wow. It's actually folded and everything to where you have to take it off the little ring to kind of look at it. I'm not going to do that. The 9 tailors, size women's medium/large. And that is insane. Questions or problems? It's T-Socks. Okay, so this is the same club as the other one, and that one was 2009. I do not know if they are still in business in any way, shape, or form, but that right there is what they said their website was, and this is around 2009, so they may no longer be there. And that is www.tsarina.com. I don't know, but I think that's what that sock is supposed to look like. I can't even imagine how you do that. with the colors and wow. Okay, we're just gonna set that one aside. I no clue how much these were back in the day. They are very well put together, extremely well. They have everything that you need with them. I like the color, the pattern books that they have with them. This one is Unique Sheep, and that is a sock kit right there. And this one has beads in it. I don't know what's in here. Oh, that's a needle sizer right there. I feel a hole right there. I think that's what that is. Look at this. I have a little bag of beads. Okay, I'm gonna see what this is. It's taped. Do I really want to open it? No, I don't. It's gonna be a mystery for later. That's a mystery. And the yarn for that kit, this is the Unique Sheep Luxe yarn. It is 25% Tuscan silk, 75% merino superwash. 100 grams is 400 yards. Look at that. It is a silk merino blend with the clear glass beads, and that is the entire kit with the instructions. Yeah, I'm gonna have to step up my game. I can't, obviously you don't have to when you get kits. You don't have to make the kit. We know that. But it would seem kind of, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But oh my gosh, do we see that? This is the green and the blackish color. Okay, so this one looks like it would be just a simple stripy sock. We're gonna see. The yarn for this is Holiday Yarns Flock Sock yarn, and this is a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It's the 400 yards. It's predominantly gray and has a nice bright chartreusey green with that. About 1/3 of the skein is the green, and then the rest is that gray. The name of this is Night Fury. And the pattern for this one, it looks like just a very simple sock right there. It's not, I think there's got some, is it really? It's close to, it's not a vanilla, but it's pretty close to it. It's Holiday Yarns Hiccup by Rowan Martindale. High colored sock yarn Night Fury kit includes this free pattern. I don't think that looks like a complicated pattern at all. It's not a vanilla pattern, but it's pretty close to it. So, you know, that one, I don't think I'd feel bad about grabbing that and doing the vanilla pattern with it. Doesn't matter to me. But so many lovely, lovely choices. This one's interesting. So I don't know if this is what's supposed to be in it or not. It's there. This whole thing is full. It's thread. This is a 100% bamboo fiber hand wash dry fly. 100 grams is approximately 920 yards. It's blue. It's a nice blue. There is a beautiful, that's why I don't think this was maybe the right one that's in there. We got a beautiful vial of copper colored beads. And the shawl pattern that is there is a copper shawl, most likely with the beads on that. So I don't know if that one was the exact yarn that was supposed to be in that bag, or maybe the yarn somewhere else, but those beads in this pattern, trust me, I've got some yarn that would work with that. But these are just the kits that, I mean, I have some me-made kits, or like Lori Classroom Story. Lori, she calls them her heavy creams. Those are things that she's planning, a WIP, a work in progress, something that she's planning to be a WIP but hasn't started it yet. So she's doing the play on WIP, work in progress, being like heavy cream, whipped cream. But she's got some things like that, and she'll put those away and bag them up and be ready. But these are just crazy with the kits like this. Look at this one. You've got this nice light blue. You've got some white. You've got some more of those sparkly, clear, ice cube looking beads. And this one is called Snow Queen. Can we see how gorgeous that pattern is going to be? It almost looks like at the top right here, very similar to that Japanese pattern that I did that looked kind of like the angels without the actual bobble on the head. But that's another one. I'm thinking 2009, 10. I don't know. But I've got all these gorgeous, gorgeous kits. Look at this. This one's called Roxy. Look at that. So you're going to have a lot of patterning work in there. So these are not your plain socks. I like the little key binder thing on this. So that's interesting. On this we have a little bit of blue, light blue. We have some gorgeous light pink. We have some beads. Ooh, there might be is there a good picture? Oh, there is a picture. Okay, good. We have a little bit of a tiny little skein of white, and we have some gray beads and pink beads. So we have two different colors of beads. Look at this. This is what the picture, how cool is that? Trying to get it where it doesn't shine. Okay, but there's an actual picture of, like a photograph, you know, like an actual photograph, not Xerox, but an actual photograph of what the socks look like. The pink socks with the pink and gray beads. I'm not seeing the other colors in this particular thing, so I don't know what those are for. It doesn't look like they necessarily belong here, but who knows? I haven't read anything either. But how fun is this? I mean, I could spend weeks on just this one bin just to see it all, not to just, oh wait, I've hidden it, because that's exactly what it'd be. I've opened it up and I've shoved it in a bin, or leave it because this is already in a tote. You know, I've left it in its tote and I know what it is, but I've never really looked through it. Well, I want to look through it. I want to see all of these gorgeous things, and it's just going to take a while. This is the Socks That Rocks yarn that I had coveted for so many years. Just this beautiful hand-dyed, gorgeous, let's see, this is 100% superwash, lightweight yarn, 360 yards, somewhere between 4 and 5 ounces. And I put away these right here, that row right there, and some of that in that cube were in the other box that I had gone through. A lot of the Socks That Rocks colorway, and I think that's just gorgeous and stunning. And this is another, I've got a pattern for a pair of socks for this particular skein of yarn. Or I don't know if this one came as a kit. I don't necessarily think it came as a kit. Oh, yes, maybe it did. Socks That Rocks Club. So maybe it did come. This is Tatiana's Revenge, a Fairy Spell. I don't think I can get a close-up enough. Yeah, I can't get a close-up enough of that to really see what that is. But there are tons of things. More Socks That Rocks yarn, just this gorgeous colorways. That one I can probably put up. There are so many things in this. Look, we have barely touched the surface in this. Look at this. We have barely touched the surface on that. And looking through, it's overwhelming in the best way possible. It is exciting in all of the glory that is involved. And there's more kits in here. There are so many. There's more Socks That Rocks yarn. There's, oh yeah, I didn't see this. Oh my gosh, what is this? So this is, look at this. I've got grandbabies. Cowgirl Butterfly Astronaut Vest. Look at that thing. Look at that. That is so cute. So on that one, you've got a greenish colored top with some ruffles on the sleeves, like little cap sleeves. And then the skirt and the peplum goes down, kind of a ribbing. And you've got more ruffles on that. And this is the yarn that was in the bag. This is Sierra. It's 80% Pima cotton, 20% merino wool. It's Cascade Yarns. I have this beautiful green. And do we have a name on that, or just pretty green? Color number 10, pretty green. And then this one, I think it's like a Quattro color. I think that's what they called these before. This is Sierra Quattro, and it is the multi-spun color. And it is the same specs as a Pima cotton. And this is all kitted together, where this would be the main body, and this is the ruffles. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. What sizes? Okay, it goes from materials, 1 to 2 balls of color B and 2 balls of color A. So I can make any size of this one. I think that it shows size needles 5s and 7s. Where's the size of this? Chest size, 27 to 31 inches, and the length in the back is anywhere from 12 to 14 inches. Oh, that is cute. I'm gonna have to make this. Okay, so I'm gonna set this one aside. Oh my gosh, I have never seen that pattern before. I wonder if it's on Ravelry. I mean, not everything is on Ravelry, but I wonder if it's on Ravelry. I'd love to see what other people have done. That is just too cute. I'm setting that one aside. That one is getting set aside. I'm gonna set that one right there for the moment, but I'm setting that one aside. I wanna play with that. Oh, and then look at this. Fun stuff. Have you ever worked with sock blanks before? It's, you buy a piece of fabric that somebody has intentionally painted on, stained, whatever you want to call it, right? This beautiful thing. Now you could bind it off and you could turn it into a little cowl, neck scarf, or what have you. But you can see we've got live stitches here. That's why you don't have to be afraid of your live stitches. And the whole goal, I don't know who came up with this. I know Knit Picks had them too, but the goal is you just pull from there and you just start knitting. And see, you've got it 2 strands at a time. See that? And both socks, if you make them, they're going to be identical because they're both dyed at the same time along that line. So it's a dyed fabric like this with these beautiful pink, lavender, and blue snowflakes. And then you just knit with that, and whatever you make will be identical because this is 2 separate. It's like 2 50-gram balls that were knit into just a piece and then dyed. Colored, hand painted, hand dyed. And this is Gail's art. So this was hand done. This is Double Secret Sock Blanket, and it's called Special Snowflake. There's 463 yards in this blank right here. And I've never worked with an actual sock blank before, but I have multiple times made something, changed my mind, and then started working with it, ripping it out on one end and knitting or crocheting with it with the other. And so I made my own unintentional sock blanks quite a few times. And you've seen that too with some of the things that I've changed my mind on. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to finish that. I don't want to do that anymore. And that's what happens with those. Oh, I've got some more sock kits. Oh my gosh. Who are these designers? I mean, I just don't even understand it. This is called Cleopatra, and it is blue and some yellowish. Look at that. You got a little snake going up the sock? Oh my gosh. I can see that's Cleopatra. You have a snake going up the sock. And look at this. Look at these gorgeous colors. Can we see this? This dark navy color, gorgeous. And of course my mustard. I mean, hello, that is stunning. Wow. I mean, these patterns, these are pretty, oops, I dropped it. These are pretty ornate. These are pretty special, I think. These are pretty amazing. They are amazing. I have to do something fun. You know what? Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely have to do some fun stuff. I'm gonna have to get my sock knitters out and everything, and you guys can play with me and play along. Oh, what is this? The Wicked Knitta. The Wicked Knitta. Have we heard of her? I have. I think, you know what? I followed her on Instagram. Look at that. You've got the beautiful turquoise and then a lighter color mint green with some speckles right there. That is stunning. Put that right there. Those are so pretty. That one wasn't a specific kit, but that's a, oh my gosh. The whole bottom of this bin, I'm going deep digging. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all those kits. Those are all just stunning, absolutely gorgeous kits for socks and yarns that I've heard of and some that I have not. This is Penny Rose Yarns, 4 ounces, 400 yards. It's a nice variegated yarn. Look how pretty that is. That is gorgeous. So this is your 75% superwash, 25% nylon. The color is Sea Walk. Okay, and there's this beautiful pattern for it. Now I could do that one. All right, that one's a fun one. That one right there is a very simple, repetitive lace, and I think that is beautiful. I could easily do that. That is called the Seaside Sock, Waves and Boardwalks. And this was printed in 2008. So these are some old kits. These are some old kits, and they are stunning, and it's good that they are coming back to see the light of day. They are definitely coming back to see the light of day. Oh my goodness. I love this. Okay, I don't have this book. My first sock book and how I learned to make socks was from one of these. Inspirations by Regia. And it was one of these books is how I learned to make socks. And I'm not going to lie, it brought me to tears. This is way back in the day. There was nobody around that I knew personally that knew how to knit. We didn't have the internet like you do now. You had to learn from a book or from a friend or figure it out. And I had the book, and it has instructions on it. And I'd been reading patterns for quite a few years, but it just did not click. And I kept going around and around. And obviously I got it. And I started my first pair of socks I did with worsted weight yarn because why not? That's where you get to learn your learn the techniques and everything on a bigger gauge. But it had a bunch of things like this one has in here. I'm just showing you that size chart right there. And it kind of tells you your stitches and things. And that's a great cheat sheet. And it kept referring to that and doing some other stuff. But then the construction of the socks didn't make sense to me. I've got it now. It's completely memorized. Not a problem. And the reason I tell you that story is if you're making something and you're like, hey, I'm making socks and this person does this and they do a great job and I just don't know how, and it doesn't make sense. It almost brought me to tears. And you've seen how many socks I make now. You can do it. You can do it. So what? It gets you upset. So what? That's fine. It doesn't mean you can't master it. It doesn't mean that you can't just go, haha, I am now the winner. I mean, it set me back for a bit. It really did. But I got there. I definitely got there. And then there's, the Regia cotton. So if you have issues with the wool yarn, Regia does have the cotton yarn. This is 50 grams, 200 meters. And this is a, okay, so this one's not a full cotton. It's the cotton blend, cotton wool blend. So this is a cotton wool blend. It's 41% wool, 34% cotton, 25% polyamide. But there are actual cotton ones out there too, not cotton blends. Can I even see the receipt? Oh, let's see. Do you want to see? Do we want to see what year this was purchased? Oh, I want to see. Oh, it's not quite disappearing ink. This was at Knitty Cat, a store that has long gone away in Colorado. A lot of stores in Colorado have gone. 2004. 2004. So this, with the yarn and the book, this was 2004. And let's see, she got circular needles. She got the 4 yarns and she got the book. Oh my goodness, this was only $5. The book was $5. Yeah, it does say that. The book was $5. We had the 4 of these. She had a set of needles and she spent at that point $46.31. 21 years ago. 21 years ago, right? That is crazy. Hey, since it was February of 2024, just a little bit over 21 years ago. Is that even possible? Am I doing math right? That can't be possible. It's got to be like 2 or 3 years ago, right? It can't be over 20 years ago. No, it cannot. Oh my gosh, it just cannot be over 20 years ago. This is like, I am in vintage heaven. This is, you know, you talk about the voter socks, right? This is vintage heaven. This is just absolutely amazing. I can't even stand it. Oh my gosh. Pteranodot. Oh, this one's got weird knots and stuff in it. I don't know. Look at this. Let me pull this out. It looks like it's got I-cord cables sewn on after the fact. And then that right there, it looks to me like it's an I-cord cable sewn on in a specific way. And then you got some really fun lace up at the top and with some like little jingly bells on there. And I think, where did it go? What did I just do with it? That's not it. Okay, when I find that one again, did I just drop it? There are so many things that are right here. Where did it go? There are so many things. Okay, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Yeah, look at the little. These are like little. If you fish, they look like weights. They look like weights that can go on your fishing lure. That's what they look like, and they're really cute. Are they acorns? Maybe they look like little fishing weights. I'm not gonna lie. But I think they're supposed to be like little acorns that hang down at that bottom of that lace. That is amazing. And you've got, again, on this one, a beautiful blue and then a gorgeous little tiny skein. And that one's a light yellow for that one to go as your lace up at the top. And then these, they remind me too, if they don't jingle. They should jingle. They don't jingle, but like the things you would find on the bottom, like belly dancing things, that's what that looks like to me. That is crazy. That is fun. All right. So many things. Should we look at some more of this? I mean, are you guys done? I've got so much more in here, and we have not gotten through the kits. Oh my gosh. Look at this one's 3 colors. You have black at the bottom. You have red with a big ruffle. You have blue at the top, and you have buttons. And this says Daughter of the Regiment. This does remind me very much of something that you would wear and make during reenactment. This is crazy. Hubby and I used to do reenactments many years ago. Look at that. Look at how who does these patterns? And you see your buttons that are going to be up here? Who does these? This is crazy. Oh, there's, oh, look at that picture. Look at that. That's the actual sock. You've got like lace up at the toes and buttons up here and a ruffle. That is just too much. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And you've got your dark gray, blue, orangish red. You've got the regiment buttons. Oh, those crack me up. You do have the regiment buttons. Those just crack me up. That is just too funny. Look at that. That is an amazing kit. That is crazy. I have never seen anything like this. Oh my goodness. That is just, wow. That is absolutely crazy. All right, let's put this back. And I've been on here talking about this. We've barely made it through this bin. I am not getting very far. Pretty soon I can hear hubby out. I can hear him. I can hear him. He's going to start knocking on my door going, "Excuse me, are you done?" Actually, he's not like that. He's not. You've been around. He's not like that. He is so supportive of me with any of my crafts, but he does want to get more stuff unpacked, and I do know that. I shouldn't take advantage of him, but there's more yarn in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are there ladybugs? Oh, there's ladybugs. We got to see what this is. What is this? What is this? There are ladybug buttons right here. Do you see those? We got ladybug buttons. And look at all those colors. This is a kit. We got to see what this is supposed to look like. I have no idea. Some garden? Some secret garden thing? What do we think? Do we have an actual picture? No. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is Cookie's garden, so I wasn't far off. I mean, you've got ladybugs and you've got all these beautiful colors. That says garden to me, right? All right, so on the picture, it looks like you've got, so we've got dark brown, so maybe the toe and the heel are supposed to be dark brown. You've got lattice work, so maybe that's going to be your green, and then you've got your mottled color, and that's your color work, and you've got that red orange up here, and you've got ladybugs. Oh my gosh, you sew the ladybug buttons and stuff on. That is crazy. Let me see what else is down here. That cracks me up. Look at this. You sew on the little ladybug buttons. Oh my gosh. Okay. I've never seen anything like this. I have never seen kits like this, or this is next level. This is, do they do this now? Do people have you seen kits like this? This is something, wow. This is wow. There's no doubt. And this one's called, I really have to stop. I need to stop. I can't help it. These are gorgeous. I haven't seen these. This is, you can tell, I have not seen these. Everyone, I'm like, oh, I'm going to stop after I pull up the next one. And then I see like the corner of a Ziploc bag and I'm like, one more, just one more. Blessed Thistle. This one looks like it's got a bunch of leaves, like lace leaves that you're putting on there. And you've got the yellow toe and the beautiful colors. And you've got ruffles up at the top. And our colors, we've got a nice lemon yellow, light yellow, and a variegated, like a seafoam type green to go with that. And that one's beautiful. Yeah, it says the tender artichoke heart. So this one's the Blessed Thistle, is like an artichoke heart. Okay, and I can see this one being like artichoke with the coloring. So that is a perfect description there. I know I said one more, but there's more in here. And I'm like a child. Oh, this is so pretty. They're all pretty. Look at that. The Iceman Cometh. Oh, it's all ice cream themed. Oh, and I just did that ice cream themed knit along, making all the socks and everything. The 1 week challenge earlier this year. Look at that. So you've got the nice light brown, looks like the waffle cone. You've got blue, pink color, and like a green. But here, look at these colors. Look at those colors to make that beautiful ice cream colored socks. That is so cool. Oh my goodness. There's more. Should I stop? There's so much more. And yeah, I gotta stop, don't I? I don't want to stop. I'm playing at this point. I'm just rummaging around. Oh, there's another one. I don't want to stop. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You guys are like, I'm done. Are you done? I don't know. This is the Fangorin. Ooh, this one looks like it's a gradient. Let's see. Look at that sock. Here's a lighter colored one. Look at that. So you've got some lace work in there, but it looks like a simple lace work and a 2x2 ribbing at the top for the cuff. Looks like there's a picot bind off, and the yarn on this, oh, that feels amazing. Look at all the greens. This could go in a nice candy bowl in the center of your table. It is so pretty. This one's the Unique Sheep. This is Tinsel Toes. And, oh my goodness, look. We've got gradients. That's what it is. It says they've got them in numbers. They're 92 yards per each. You've got gradient 1, 2, 3, and 4 to go ahead and do your socks to make sure that it does all of that nice flow. That is stunning. That is so much fun. That is a lot of fun. So these are 50-50 merino, superwash merino, and Tencel, 92 yards, 25 grams for each one of those. These are a lot of fun. These are a lot of fun. This is going to be fun. This is just going to be amazing. So that's not all the stuff. Oh, I found beads. All right. So, okay. I already did this one. Are there 2 of these? Oh, you know what? There's 2 of those. How did she get 2 of these? Well, she bought them. That's how. So I have 2 of these Tourna kits. Tourna kits. I have 2 of those. You know what? We should do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway. I have 2 of these. Let's see. Yeah, we should do a giveaway. I have to find my other yarn. I have another giveaway going on right now. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put that aside. Look out for a giveaway on that. We will do a giveaway. I have 2 of those. What I need to do before I do any more is I have some promise giveaways at the moment, and it's in the box. These were Aberdeen wool mystery bags. And I have to find them, and then I can ship them out. Yeah, because the movers packed them, and they weren't supposed to. But hey, you leave something down, movers will pack your trash, right? And I do not fault them. They were absolutely amazing. I did not catch it. I did not set it aside into a safe place where I could grab hold of it. It got packed. That's how that works. I will do the drawing on those. That's not an issue. But I feel a little odd trying to do more of them before I find that. So I'm going to set that aside. We're going to do a drawing on that, okay? Let me look at that again. All right, so here's this one. So I have 2 of these kits. I will end up doing a drawing for this so we can share. It's the light blue. It has those little, what I called fishing weights. Those little, oh, and you got other white beads. You got all sorts of stuff. I mean, oh my gosh. These kits are magnificent. And they're vintage. Vintage, gorgeous. Pretty sure if you made it, you'd be the only one having one, right? So I'm going to set that one aside. We will end up doing that. I will come up with another giveaway video for that. With that, I think, oh my gosh, have I really been talking that long? Yes, I have. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for right now. And I will continue on with this bin in another video so we can see what's going on, right? We're going through all the fun stuff. I mean, if I'm going to be unpacking and it's all brand new, this is like the absolute part 1, part 2, right? This is like the absolute best mystery bag ever. This is just one of, this is only one of the bags. So it is time to cut this not so short and let you guys go. And I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. Bye-bye.